Hey guys, what's going on? It's TMJ in the USA. Episode 7.
So you guessed it, we're at IHOP again.
Can you believe we've done 7 episodes of this
And
thing?
I ordered 10 egg whites and they brought it out on 3 separate plates.
3 plates. You look like a complete bodybuilder. That's bodybuilder problems right there.
So they stuffed me.
Myself, I did my protein and pancakes. As per usual, man. Back at IHOP, our breakfast place of choice, Team MassiveJoes approved. So to make yourself look like a little bit less of a bodybuilder, you thought you'd put all of the eggs on one plate. But what it actually did was make you look like more of a bodybuilder.
They were a struggle to get through.
It's funny with IHOP, sometimes you order 10 egg whites and there's like half that much comes out, and then sometimes you order 10 egg whites and they bring it out 3 plates worth.
Straight after my shake, I got a bit of stuff. I got a bit of BioGrow.
What are you doing here?
I tried to put the BioGrow straight into my mouth, and it's very clumpy and sticky.
You're a banana.
And it
you should have just put it in a shaker. You should have just borrowed my shaker that I was sipping my protein out of at breakfast and thrown it in there and shook it up.
Then I'm having my animal pack.
But instead, you've gone and thrown it straight in your mouth and made yourself look like a banana.
So here we are at the Olympia Expo.
We got a few comments on our last episode. They said, man, you have to show us some footage of the Olympia Expo. What does it actually look like? How big is it? How many people are there? So the next few minutes of this video, we actually show you Olympia Expo footage, which technically we're not supposed to be showing people.
I did see that on the way out.
There's signs up all over the place that say no footage is allowed and no publication of footage is allowed. So the IFBB, we look forward to your letters.
Me too. So this is
This was BSN, man. Now, BSN took real good care of us. They gave us exclusive access to a bunch of their athletes. So who we got here? We got Big Ruly Winkler, who we actually shot some footage with. We've got Scott Herman there as well, as massive YouTube celebrity in the fitness industry in the US and worldwide as well. We got the lovely Amanda Latona, who shot some videos for us also. She didn't do so well in the in the competition.
And it was a very the public was not happy. And is that Big Brandon? No, Brandon? No.
No, Brandon wasn't here at the time. That was Dallas McCarver, man. He's like the 21-year-old freak. And is that you, Neve?
It is. Just blending into the darkness.
So this is some more of the expo here. This was Ronnie Coleman. They also took really good care of us, man. Gave us exclusive access to Big Ron. And you're about to see here, man. I had to shoot some footage of Ronnie Coleman's sponsored athlete and came fourth in the Mr. Olympia contest over the weekend. Sean Roden is a complete freak of nature. There he is.
Look at him.
Just it's not the amount of muscle, because he's not that massive. It's just his physique is ridiculous. He doesn't, look at that, the tiniest little waist, and then just gains.
I don't know if you
all over him. He's like a cartoon character.
See, if you go back here, I don't know if you can see this blonde girl right there.
Yeah,
that little blonde girl.
Yeah,
that's Swedish.
Yeah,
she is the 9-time world arm wrestling champion.
Yeah,
she looks like she
could beat you up.
Yeah, no, but she's very small. She's very small.
You wouldn't mess with her.
Yeah, if you said
she would arm wrestle the shit out of you.
If you asked me what a female wrestler, I would not say that blonde Swedish girl.
She's not a wrestler. She's an arm wrestler. There's a big difference. So this was just at the other side of the expo. So you can see, man, there's people everywhere. This was a really busy expo at the Olympia this year. And this was pretty cool here. This is in the middle of the expo arena, and they've got like this sport thing set up in the middle. I think Men's Health or one of those magazines, Muscle and Fitness or something, was doing like an athlete search. So they had like basketball courts set up, NFL combine things and bits and pieces set up, and it was kind of cool.
You test yourself out.
Yeah, it kind of broke up the expo, so it wasn't all just, you know, supplement booths and clothing booths. There was actually, you know, some different bits and pieces, but there was a little bit more room as well. So if you got sick of walking shoulder to shoulder with people all day, you could kind of get in there and get yourself some more room.
This is just another one of the booths. So just, as you can see, there's just booths everywhere.
Booths everywhere. And now this is cool as well. One thing they do at the Olympia is they've got a stage in the expo arena as well. And they actually hold a bunch of the bodybuilding events on there. So they held on this particular stage the men's 212 prejudging. They held the men's physique division prejudging and final.
And the women's.
And the women's, which Dana Lynn Bailey won. And we still can't figure out what the difference is between the women in particular, women's physique and women's figure.
Didn't they pretty much do every single division here?
They did
every single pre-judging except for the Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, pretty much, which is kind of cool because it means you get to, you know, if you don't want to fork out the couple of $100 to go to the men's pre-judging and the men's finals, you can still see a lot of the bodybuilding just by paying the $25. Was it $25?
You paid for it. So
well, I didn't actually pay for it. We got hooked up, but I think that it's usually $25 to get into the expo. Is that you and Eve? Is that the Wakatane MassiveJoes transition again?
Yeah, well, I'm getting good at that.
I think you're trying to get some traction. So then this was Saturday. So then this was the men's finals at the Orleans Arena. Now, for those of you that are unaware, the Olympia Expo and the Orleans Arena are on different sides of Las Vegas. So it's not in the same complex.
Different sides of the boulevard. So that's why they closed the expo at 5 and then the bodybuilding starts about 7.
Yeah, and it's about a half hour, no, probably a 45-minute drive across Las Vegas to get from one arena to the other.
So you can't see real well here, but there is not a spare seat in the New Orleans Arena.
It was packed, man. They reckon they sold out, and this arena sold out with 12,000 people.
Yeah.
So apparently there was 12,000 people at this show, which compared to last year, when I went last year and it was like half full, was much, much better.
And then next year is the 50th anniversary.
It's going to sell out again, man. Now, what we've done here is we've actually spliced this with some live footage that we shot while we were at the men's finals. Once again, IFBB, we look forward to your letters. This is pretty cool here. This was Jay Cutler's last time on stage as an Olympia athlete. So you're going to see here his coming on to pose, a bit of his posing routine, and then him leaving the stage after he's finished his posing routine. So enjoy. And while Jay is posing here, a lot of people who really haven't seen footage or haven't seen many photos have kind of asked how Jay didn't make the top 5. We knew he wasn't going to make the top 5 because we called it right from the start. But for those people that are kind of wondering how he didn't make the top 5, pretty much he took Jay Cutler's physique and it was almost like people had, like somebody had cut into it and cut chunks off it.
So he's not, well, he used to have just gigantic. That's not a word.
Let's go with gigantic.
I tried to go gigantic and enormous in the same word.
He just made up a word, gigantic.
But anyway.
You can copyright that shit, man.
Anyway, yeah, when he used to have the biggest quads in the business, his quads are like a lot smaller. And
Yeah, it was just getting old. And I mean, you can't take that long out of the sport. Now, this is cool, man. This was Kai Greene's posing routine. Now, if you have never seen bodybuilding posing before, even if you have seen bodybuilding posing before, you're in for a treat, man, because this guy takes posing to a whole nother level. The most entertaining posing routine of the night. So we're just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy watching Kai Greene pose, and also enjoy the crowd reaction to this freak of an athlete.
Kai was definitely the crowd favourite.
By far. And he was last year as well. People love Kai Greene, man. Check this out. This is awesome. one thing while we're watching the end of Kai Greene's posing routine, a lot of people have asked us as well over Facebook and Instagram, private messaging, how Kai Greene didn't win this year's Olympia. And we called it on Friday night at the pre-judging. Steve and I came up with the top 5 and we were completely spot on. The thing that happened was Kai just didn't come in condition. He was holding too much water. He wasn't hard enough at the pre-judging. Looked fantastic on Saturday night, but the pre-judging is worth 50% of the show these days, and he really just didn't get that right, which is why Phil Heath was a deserved winner on the night. Speaking of Phil Heath, here is Phil Heath's posing routine. And
also, listen to the hate of Phil Heath.
Yeah, not a lot of people like Phil Heath in the US, which is a little bit disappointing, man, because he's a champ. He's 3 times Mr. Olympia now. But sit back, relax.
He does get a lot of cheering, but he was the only person that got booed the whole night.
He gets a lot of boos, man, which is not very good to hear and not very good to be a part of, not very good to see. We were really disappointed in it, to be completely honest. Anyway, Phil Heath's posing routine coming up. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. And while we're coming to the end of Phil Heath's posing routine here, I mean, Phil's package that he brought to the Olympia finals this year was nothing that we hadn't already seen. He didn't really made, you know, any ridiculous gains or changed his physique at all, but it was probably the most conditioned, driest Phil Heath package we've ever seen. And he's hard to beat, man. I mean, if Kai Greene had come in on Friday as dry as he did on Saturday, it would have been real close. It would have just been which type of physique the judges preferred on the day, because they do have very different physiques. But Phil Heath came in on Friday spot on. He came in on Saturday spot on. You know, it was really his title to lose, and he just made sure that he didn't lose it, which was good to see. It's good to see athletes peaking, especially in this sport, getting it right. And now this is cool. What we got coming up for you here is actually the announcement where they pulled Phil Heath and Kai Greene out and announced who actually won the Mr. Olympia Championship. And you can listen here for the crowd reaction that we were talking about.
Folks, in Olympia tradition, the next name you hear will be your 2013 Mr. Olympia. Please take the first place check for $250,000. The Olympia Gold Medal. The Sandow Award. And the title of 2013 Mr. Olympia. To our winner tonight. And still.
So there you go, it gives you a bit of a crowd reaction. The crowd was not really happy that Phil won, but as we discussed, he was definitely the undisputed winner of this year's Olympia. And what did we do after that, Neve?
Then after the Olympia, we were all inspired, so we went and trained some shoulders.
We went to the gym, man, Las Vegas Athletic Club. This is where we train with Team Optimum Nutrition on Friday morning.
Just look at the amount of equipment they've got.
It's an awesome gym, and the cool thing about it, as you see from the signs hanging from the roof, is it's split up into different body parts. So if it's chest day, man, you head straight to the chest section, go hit yourself some chest. If it's arms day, likewise, shoulders day, like it was for us tonight, likewise, once again. Is that you, Neve?
So this is just the, they're just like the pin-loaded machines, and they've got their free weights over the back, and then over in front of that neon pink sign, there's all your bench press and dumbbells and stuff. And
it was an epic Mr. Olympia inspired workout. Where are we coming to and from, Steve?
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay